In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to change the rear axle fluid in this Nissan Xterra. Should be about the same from 2005 to 2015. Now you can identify what kind of rear axle you have by the sticker on the inside of the driver's door jamb. So let's go take a look. If you open your driver's door, you'll see this manufacturer sticker. Right down here on the lower left, see where it says CA31? That means that this has the standard C200 rear end. That's kind of the basic rear end for the Nissan Xterra. Now if it says CC, that means you have the stronger and larger M226 rear end. Now really the only difference is the M226 rear end is going to take 75/140 fluid and about an extra half a quart. So you can basically bend this at 90 degrees. And all you gotta do is squeeze the bottle. You don't need a pump or a transfer pump to fill this up. Rear end, I've got my 14mm hex socket into the fill plug. You always take a fill plug out first, never the drain plug first. If you take out a drain plug and then you can't get the fill plug out, you're pretty much up the creek. So I have seen these be a square drive as well. This one is a hex drive, 14mm. So we'll go ahead and loosen this up and take it out. So if you don't have the hex drive, then you will have probably a 1/2 inch square drive. They did use a couple different fill plugs in these. So we're going to do a lefty-loosey counterclockwise, loosen up and take out the fill plug. So here is the drain plug. It's located directly on the bottom. You need a 10mm hex socket. Now this is caked full of dirt and debris a lot of times, so you need to scrape it out with maybe a small flathead screwdriver. If you can't get your 10mm in there, don't think that it's something smaller. Get it kind of lined up and tap it in a little bit with a hammer, and then go ahead, turn counterclockwise to loosen it up. If you take a look at your drain plug, you'll see you'll have metal shavings on it. This is normal. You don't want to have big gobs of metal shaving, but depending on how many miles, it will have shavings on it, and that's basically a magnet. So you just need to wipe this off. Now that the fluid is all drained out, I've got the magnet cleared off of the drain plug. I've got my gasket sealer on there. This is Permatex Ultra Gray, and I just run that around the threads. Now from the factory, they have the same type of gasket sealer on there. So we'll go ahead and put the drain plug back in. All right, so torque spec on this is 36 foot-pounds. Now if you don't have a torque wrench, you can use the German torque spec, which is Gudentight. Now I like to use these clear graduated buckets. It tells me exactly how much came out. That's just good information to have. So it looks like maybe about 49 ounces, or basically 1.5 quarts. And then I can also see what the fluid looks like a little better in these clear buckets. So now we can go ahead and start to refill. So I need to put her in around 48 to 50 ounces. And I know 1 quart is 32 ounces, so I'm going to use all of this. And this is where this is going to come in handy. This is going to bend over and go right in the fill hole. And all I got to do is squeeze. Fill this up until you start to get a little bit of fluid running out of the fill hole. So now we need to go ahead and get our fill plug, put some of the Permatex on it, and we'll tighten that up. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten the fill plug to 25 foot-pounds. And that's all there is to it, guys. If you've never done this before, just give yourself about 30 to 45 minutes from the time you take your tools out till the time you put them away. Those flexible bottles are really helpful. So all you got to do is squeeze them and you can get all the fluid out of them. I hope this step-by-step video helps you out. Change this fluid about every 45,000 miles. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.